Hello everybody, it's Everalto4 for another weekly update. First of all, today's shirt, I'm a polyrath. Wish that the picture would have been a bit higher, but maybe I just should have ordered a smaller shirt, I don't know. It kind of would have been better if it was over here, because polyrath's, like, I don't know, I guess it's more over the stomach, it's a bit too low. Maybe I just should tell them I want smaller shirts, but it would probably be too small on me otherwise, so I don't know. Doesn't look very good otherwise. Anyway, see, it looks like I'm wearing the shirt backwards. Maybe I am. I'm not. I just ripped the tag off the back. That was facetious, not rhetorical. Facetious. Um, anyway, so for updating, let's see. So this week is a chemo week for me. I'll talk about that in just a second, but um, Katamari Forever, I have a whole bunch of it recorded. The story finished last week, but I unlocked drive mode, which is essentially like you go at a lot faster speed, and everything moves a bit faster. The timer is, I'm pretty sure the timer's still the same. Christy says that a timer ticks down a bit faster. I don't know. I haven't really noticed that, but yeah, it's really good, and you replay all the boards in Katamari Drive. So I'm going to be doing that because so far it's been going really well. And some of the boards have just been absolutely fantastic, and I'm looking forward to playing them. So yeah, so that's fun. There's also a lot more stuff in the game to unlock that I found. So yeah, I look forward to doing that. Um, in let's see, in other things, Crisis Core this week is probably just gonna be mission videos. I don't have any regular videos uploaded. So after episode 17, I unlocked a lot of, or in the past few episodes, since episode 13, I guess, I unlocked a whole bunch of missions, doing stuff with Eris and all that. And I got to a point where I started to be able to unlock some of the game-breaking accessories and materia. If you ever played the game before, you know what I'm talking about. If not, you'll see. It doesn't break the game because the game's difficulty in the missions just goes. The unfortunate thing is that the story suffers because if you try to do the missions as you go along, then the story becomes way too easy. But honestly, I don't mind that. I'm not the person that's like, gotta have the challenge, unless it's the final fight of Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII, in which I'm just like, no, that was too easy, I'm making it harder. Of course, I could just limit myself in the actual battles by just giving myself bad materia and things in the story mode. I might actually do that. Depending on the spot, I guess. But the missions, so I started unlocking like some of the shops and accessories and materia that really changed the game. Also, I got amazingly lucky with some of the DMW things. You guys are gonna see it. So I'm going to do my best today to get that edited and record all of the commentary for it, because I do post commentary on those. Because I'm not going to be in any shape to do it during the chemo week. But yeah, so I actually didn't finish recording. On Friday, I did about 5 hours of recording on the missions for three videos worth, because I cut out a lot of dying. There's something in Crisis Core, if you haven't played it, prepare to die a lot and get really angry at the game, because yeah, some of the missions are complete garbage. Like the bosses, like one of the missions, the bosses start with their special attack before you can get any barriers up or anything, and a lot of the missions just require you to be in a position where you can spam whatever spell or gravity or whatever. The Graviga spell is like the best spell in the entire game, the best materia in the entire game, because it's really the only thing early on or later that will let you do 9,999 damage to bosses or enemies or whatever, that have 100,000 health. Thank you, Dragon Ball. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. It took me a while to get that. There we go. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. And like, you want to avoid all the enemy encounters, because eventually the missions where you have tough bosses or even easy bosses, the enemy encounters turn into like harder than boss fights. You have enemies that cast instant death. You have enemies that cast Quake, which does like 6,000 damage to you and instant kills you if you don't stop them. And you have 3 of them flying around, and they all have like 20,000 health. Oh boy. So yeah, but I did make a lot of progress. I completed a lot of missions because there's a lot of easy missions in the game and there's a lot of hard missions in the game. And I've been trying to tackle at least some of the hard missions. There's one that I got stuck on that I'd like to finish up, which is a rematch against Bahamut Fury, where he's like resistant. Gravity doesn't work on him. Spells only work on him at certain points in the fight. His defense is through the roof, and he pretty much casts whatever the hell he wants, whenever the hell he wants at you, and he has another special attack. Oh my god. And he also has like 100,000 health. Oh boy. So yeah. I need to figure out a good strategy for that, but I'll get it. And that'll be the end of that video. And yeah, so the following week, hopefully we'll return to the story. But yeah, it'll be interesting. There's a lot of stuff that we cover in the videos here, so there's still a lot, for those people that are just trying to stick through the story. There's important things that are covered. I go back to the anonymous hint missions. I get some really important DMW things and stuff, so it's good to watch. Please. Speaking of watching things, yeah, I'm not going to try to phrase this to sound altruistic or anything. If you watch my videos, could you consider turning off ad blocker? I know some of you have recently, as I mentioned it on Twitter a week or two ago, and I've noticed a significant difference. I'm not rolling in the money still, and I don't want to talk about how much I make or whatever, but just from the 1 or 2 people that said that they turned off the ad block, it did make a difference. And watching those 15 or 30-second ads, I don't want you guys to if you watching through like the 1.5-minute ads sometimes are really annoying, or like the 4-minute ads are just crazy. I don't expect that from you guys, but if you want to. No, but like watching through the 15 or 30-second ads without skipping them, it adds up. For those people that watch a lot of my videos, it really does add up. And like I said, there was a significant change when 1 or 2 people said that they stopped using ad block on my videos. But yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm penny pinching or anything like that, but the ads are there, and I would kind of prefer for them to have some use, and if it's not too inconvenient for you, 15 or 30 seconds. If you enjoy my content, putting an extra 15 or 30 seconds into that, watching the ads before the video, watching the ads after the video. I don't stick ads in the middle of the video because, yeah, I don't enjoy that. But, yeah, just putting the ads before and watching ads before and after. I know, you have to go through the stupid 20-second thing at the end of the Crisis Core videos before the ad plays. You can just skip it though. You can click to the end of the video or whatever, but like I said, it's up to you. You can watch my videos regardless. I won't think any less of the viewers, but yeah, they're there. So that's that. Yeah, I wanted to request that, and I know it's still slightly taboo to say that, but that's also something I just want to say for people in general. I turned off ad blocker on YouTube. For the people that I watch their videos, either Let's Players or reviewers, JonTron or Peanut Butter Gamer or Completionist or whatever, a lot of them have had to turn to Patreon because everyone's using ad blocker, and it kind of sucks because Patreon is cool, but then you're completely beholden to the people that donate money to you, and then you have to start doing things that they say. And I don't think I want to use Patreon because I don't think I have any good tiered rewards or anything like that. Like, I don't think it's worth it. And frankly, I don't think anyone would really donate to me. But yeah, it's mainly because I don't think I have anything to offer for people that donate. Like, a lot of people just have like Skype calls and things like that, and I really can't be consistent enough for that. Like, I don't know what I could do for you. But anyway, that's enough talking about money. Let's talk about my health, and then we'll get on to the stuff portion of things. So this past couple of weeks, I got an MRI and a PET scan. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. I didn't mention it last Sunday, but yeah. So last week I got a PET scan, and then I went to see the doctor afterward. I got the MRI last week. And I went to see the doctor afterward. The PET scan was 2 weeks ago, and so the results show that we're making a little improvement. Again, with just the way my treatment is, there's never any significant improvement, but it's improvement nonetheless. Just the way the PET scan works, it works on like a brightness scale of, like, they inject the radioactive dye and it gets uptake into the tumor sites, and then they see how much brightness it is, and that shows the metabolism, because the dye is a sugar, and they see it's metabolized, and however bright it is shows the activity of the cells and how alive they are. And at this point, the brightness is below where I mentioned this last time I got the PET scan. The brightness is below where it would normally be diagnosable cancer. We just know it's cancer because we know I have cancer. And it's a little dimmer than it was before, which is good. It's still there. It's still alive a bit and in multiple spots, but nothing's moved, nothing's gotten brighter, no new spots, anything like that. So it's good news there, and it's just good, to see it's dimming a bit since February, and it's a nice improvement since the one I got last August. So yeah, it's good stuff. Where like 7 is diagnosable cancer, we're like at 3 or 4-ish. Some of the areas are brighter, some of the areas are dimmer, but around 3 average, so it's pretty good. Like, when I would have started, it would have been like a 20 or a 14 or something. That's the basis there. I don't remember the number he gave last time. But yeah, so it's good. Things are going well with that. So we're going to be continuing my current treatment, which is like a week of harder chemo, 2 weeks of lighter chemo, and that's going to be like kind of nebulous, and we can have three weeks of the lighter chemo depending on like my schedule for the summer and things, because a lot of people are getting married. A lot of my friends and family are getting married this summer, and into like it's during the summer. September is still the summer. Most of September is still the summer. Nobody likes to remember that, but most of September is still the summer. So yeah, this summer a lot of my friends are getting married, and family and things like that. So it's gonna be fun. Like every single Sunday. When I got my MRI this past Tuesday, one of my friends was having an engagement party at the same exact time, like in northern New Jersey, or I guess northern central New Jersey. I don't know, by where New York is. And I was in Philadelphia, so as soon as I got out of the MRI, I called him up. I'm like, "Are you still having the party?" He's like, "Yeah, we're gonna be right there." And we got there in like an hour, and he's like, "Dude." It was really funny because I got to his house, and he introduced me to to his fiance and to his sister and parents. It was the first time I was like meeting the rest of his family. His friend from high school, and so his sister comes up to me, is like, "This is Dovey? Wow, he talks about you all the time." Apparently I'm a minor celebrity in that house, because I was nice to him in high school. I was one of the people. I actually got an award in high school for being it's called the Keter Shem Tov. I guess the translation from Hebrew is the crown of a good name. Essentially, it was an award for being voted the nicest kid in school. So yeah, I found that very fun. I didn't expect getting that when I graduated, by the way. I was like, what? But yeah, so it was just very funny seeing like everyone was just like, "This is Dovey, guys! It's Dovey! He's here!" I'm just like, "Whoa! I didn't realize it was such a big deal." Calm down. But yeah, it was funny. Um, so it was just nice to go to the MRI and go into that. They had a new MRI machine in the hospital, which was pretty cool. It wasn't any bigger, but it was nice. It had like different features and stuff, but the music wasn't hooked up, so I had to go through the MRI without music, like I did for the very first time that I got one of those long ones. But luckily, it was a bit shorter than usual because I guess the newer machine or whatever. I'm not going to babble on too much, but yeah, so things are pretty good, and there's a consideration of a possibility that I'm going to be getting off of the stronger chemo after the summer, and just being on the weaker stuff all the time, which I'm perfectly fine with, and that will let me have an actual normal life because I don't get side effects from the weaker stuff, but it seems to be working slowly. So that would be awesome, but I'm not going to expect that, like, because things happen with me that I don't like. Anyway, for those of you who stuck around through me rambling about money and cancer, let's look at stuff. So this past week we got a loot crate and we got a poke crate. The loot crate had stuff like this. The poke crate had stuff like this. And cards. And if you want to see the pack of cards that I got, you have to watch the poke crate video because it's just 5 minutes, guys. We also got stuff from Christy. What a surprise! Christy and Ben. Also, this is Christy's birthday last Thursday. I made her a picture. I sent it to her, but I kept a copy because I wanted to put it up on DeviantArt. It was her favorite of the Pokemon. If I kept a picture. Yes, I did kept a picture. A Goodra. You can't really see it because glare. Let's see if I can make the screen. No, can't make the screen darker. This tablet's nice, but it's getting old. It's 3 years old already, and that actually... I don't know, now you can't really see it at all. Let's make the screen brighter then. I'm sorry that I'm wasting your time, but yeah. Guja's cool. I didn't like it originally because I don't like Gumi. That's the picture. You can't. So you have to hold it at an angle so that it doesn't reflect like straight off the screen. But yeah. I also have the new starters up over there. Little Yoshi on the tail. But yeah. It's a good Pokemon. You should check it up on the DeviantArt. But yeah, so I originally didn't like Gudra because it came from Gumi, and I don't like Gumi. Gumi is a sad excuse for a dragon. The Pokedex agrees with me on that, by the way. But yeah, so I sent her the picture and some stuff, and it was nice, and happy birthday again, Christy. Christy doesn't let me say that I'm old, because then she reminds me that she's older. And then she says I can't feel old then. But yeah, I also got cards from her, which is funny. I'm like, yay, birthday present. For wait, no, that's the wrong. But yeah, I got some Larvitars. Because surprise, surprise, Tyranitar is still my favorite Pokemon. Also Animal Crossing Amiibo cards. I have a very large collection now. So thank you for sending me all the Amiibo cards, Christy and Ben. Also this past week, oh yeah, and she sent a picture. Katamari and Water Wraith. Also this past week I did some drawing, and I'm trying to draw every week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything this week because it's chemo week, and I kind of lose all my motivation, but during my past few weeks of feeling well, I've been drawing. I did the Midna picture up over there. I did the Gumi picture. I think I did something else, and I don't remember. Nope, don't remember. Maybe it was just Midna. But what else I drew on Monday, I guess, was Alyssa LaSalle of Cosmic Star Heroine. It's a game coming out by Zboid Games, hopefully this year, probably this year. The Zboid Games made a bunch of cool stuff. Among them, Breath of Death 7, which I Let's Played on this channel, which was great. Cthulhu Saves the World, On the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness 3 and 4. And they're making Cosmic Star Heroine now, which is going to be like a Chrono Trigger kind of, 16-bit SNES-inspired game. So, really looking forward to that. But yeah, so I wanted to do fan art for a long time, and yeah, that's really nice. Aside from this stupid hand, look at that hand. Hands are the devil. This hand took me forever to get that stupid hand. And this one, I was originally just going to cut it off at the waist, but I really liked how the hair turned out in the bottom here. So I had to draw in the hand, and first the hand was too short, and then it looked stupid, and I think I finally got something nice with it. But I say it a lot. The reason why mittens were invented, mittens were invented by a person that was sick and tired of drawing hands. I know it for a fact. But yeah, so I've been trying to just do the drawing like that, and it's like shading on the face and things like that. And I think that even in the past couple of weeks, I've been improving a little bit, just to start tooting my own horn here. I did the Midna picture, which is on DeviantArt. I'm pretty sure I showed it off last week. I don't remember. Yeah, drawing is really the only thing I do today, like these days, that gives me any sort of feeling of self-worth. It's not to say I don't enjoy Let's Playing, but I do Let's Playing for a completely different reason. I don't do it to make myself feel better. I do it to entertain others, and it's fun. It's just something that's fun. But this, like, when I draw something nice, I feel actual joy, and that's not a feeling that I have too often these days. So I try to draw a lot. And with my folder of drawings here, I need to put some stuff in here. But I collect a lot of my older stuff, and just keep it in here. And it's kind of cool to see how I've progressed in some of these, or regressed. This is how most of my typical drawings looked. And I thought it was like, hey, that's cool, look, I did stubble. And then looking at the eyes just makes me cringe now. But, then... And all the eyes I did... See, the problem is with my drawing is that I don't really do anything original. This is based on official art of the character. And, yeah, some people I know, like Steven on GT, they draw original stuff, and it looks nice, and they can actually draw original things. And I'm really, really, really jealous of that. This is as original as I get. The Sephiroth. This is before we started the Sephiroth channel, by the way. This was just a joke. Sephiroth and Cloudamar are down there. I don't even have a date on this one. Wait. I like to date my artwork to see how things have gone, but yeah. This is the follow-up piece, the death of Era Louis. Or Lewith. I like that. No, but it's Era Louis. Eris Louis. But yeah, so I don't really do anything original. And I haven't drawn in a long time. Didn't date this one. Oh, God, Dove. This is Proton John as the King of the Red Lions. This was... It's really hard to explain. Back when people used Ask FM, someone had asked him about being a boat or something. I don't remember the exact context anymore, honestly. And and so I got in my head that I'm going to draw him as the King of the Red Lions. And it says, move faster, John. I'm going as fast as I can. You should have bought the stinking sail. But yeah. So that's enough of me tooting my own horn. Eris. That's the reason why I got the folder out, is because I wanted to put this Eris picture in before it got more damaged. Thank you, Dragon Ball, falling onto my artwork. But yeah, so there should be a Loot Anime crate coming Friday-ish. And, yep, hopefully stuff is going to ship. No Man's Sky got delayed to August, and I am really upset about that. Not upset enough to send death threats to Sean Murray, which some people have been doing because they're stupid idiots. But yeah, I was really looking forward to playing it next week, and now it's getting closer to the launch window of Final Fantasy 15, and that concerns me. Because I expect to be playing Final Fantasy 15. I invest a lot of money into that, and I invested a lot of money into No Man's Sky. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing the hell out of both of them, and I don't really like the fact that it's only be like 2 months now in between them. I was really hoping to have July as a time to really play No Man's Sky. But yeah, E3's coming up in a couple weeks. That's going to be fun. Also, Monday's Memorial Day, so for those celebrating and enjoy the holiday, I guess. And, remember the sacrifices of our troops. This is important. But yeah, that is going to do it for the weekly update. Once again, thank you all very much for watching and support, and those people who say nice things about my art. It does, like I said, it's like the only thing that actually makes me happy these days, and it's kind of sucks to say that, but it's kind of the truth. It's actually the truth. I enjoy a lot of things, but there's a difference between enjoying something and having it make you happy. And for those of you who are not always very happy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so once again, thank you all for your support and just keeping with me through my period of getting better. It's still going to be a while. We got a year, maybe more. I don't know, but hopefully it won't be as bad as it was. So yeah, goodbye everybody. Bye-bye.